So there's a lot of concern about plugs on Arcadia. She is a slightly older vessel and she only has just this one UK plug that you can see here. There is obviously one behind the TV, but that's not so easy to get to and play with. But you have a number of plugs here that will work with different US, Europe type connections. So some people try to bring on an extension lead. I warn you, if you do, it will get picked up by security. They will hold your bag and call you down to the security level, where they will get you to open your case and confiscate your extension lead to go test it. You may get it back if it passes a test, in which case fine, but you may not. But you have got the hassle of having to get down there to get your case and all the rest of that palaver that goes with it. So there's another option as well, which we use, which works well, and that's to get yourself a travel plug. Something like this, a travel plug that allows you to put in USB connections, as most things will charge USB nowadays, but this also, as you can see, allows you to put a UK plug in the back, which effectively doubles up your plugs. And this one is a multinational one. You can see I can select different options. So here I've selected it to go to the European format, where I've got a 240 volt socket in there. And if I pop that in, you can see she's lit up. I now have a UK plug at the bottom and 4 USBs available. Obviously, don't leave this plugged in overnight or unattended. You are putting a bit of a load through there, although it's balanced and fused and so on. But best to stick to the rules and only charge whilst you're in the room. But that's one option. And as you see, if you've got a couple of these, here's my wife's one, which does a similar thing. And she's got hers set to a US option. So we can pop hers in there. And hey presto, we now have a number of plugs. And I can still make a cup of tea at the same time, because that's the plug to the kettle. So that's a good option. That's something to bear in mind if you're traveling on Arcadia and you're thinking about what to do about plugs and power. If you like this video, obviously click and subscribe below. We try and put up some helpful videos of rooms and things like that as we go along of our travels. So we try to find the stuff that perhaps isn't clear to us when we were searching for travel tips, so we can hopefully help others. Here's another tip for travelling, cruise travelling particularly. You may not realise that the walls of your cruise cabin are most likely to be made of steel, which means you can use magnetic hooks. So we find that grabbing some magnetic hooks really helps you organise your day. You've got limited amount of desk space, as you probably realise. You know, you have one dressing table, maybe one small table. If you're lucky, bedside tables, but depending on the ship you're on, you might even have just a shelf or something. So we use these little hooks. They help us get organised, and particularly if you're on a long cruise, as we are at the moment, where you can see all the things that we've got coming up and some artwork that my wife's done, various bits and notes and things that we can clip on here. A bulldog clip as well as these magnetic hooks makes all the difference. So these little hooks are wondrous, just help you get organised. You can see over in my corner here, it's given me some extra hanging space for hats and various bits and bobs, waterproof jackets as well. It's just doubled up with the hooks that you would normally get in the room anyway. So another little tip for you, hope that's helpful. If you like what you see here, we try to give helpful tips to travellers, things that we struggle to find out about, or things that have turned out to be helpful for us, or things we've learned. So please click like and subscribe if you want to see more of these. Thanks very much. Another little travel tip for you. If you're on a cruise ship particularly, making the most of the limited space that you have available, these packing bags that you've probably seen, packing cubes you can use to help pack your luggage and so on into your case, make it easy. They also serve a nice purpose in helping you to make the most of the shelf that you've got under the sink here. You can see I'm in the bathroom here on Arcadia, and you can see there is a shelf sitting underneath, and you can see we've loaded up just 3 of these little blue packing cubes from a well-known online store. Where we've been able to just group things like extra medicine or charging leads for toothbrushes, floss sticks, that kind of stuff, things that you don't necessarily need all the time, or you want to get to all the time, or are taking up space, and we pop these in underneath here. Okay. Another good tip as well, you can just see here, we have this wonderful washing line idea, which clips around with built-in pegs, and you can just run that across your bath or anywhere else that makes sense, and these little clips give you the chance to hang things up. Okay, hope that's useful, helpful to you. We try to offer more tips to people who are looking for ideas, perhaps things that are less clear when you're travelling, you don't always get to see, ideas and things that we've learned from our journeys. So if you like this stuff, click like and subscribe, and we'll try and share more of these as we